Yo guys, welcome back to another Danmachi Memoria freese video. Okay, so today is the other 7th zone. Now before I get into that, I feel like I should explain my previous video. Okay, so the idea was to start a small series helping people learn the more technical sides of the game, but to do that my logic was to start from scratch and learn the basics. What I didn't do, and I really should have, was at least scripted some of my thought processes, and I'm not really happy with how my previous video on the back to basics stuff went. In fact, I should have split that into more than one video, because all that happened was I was very much aware of how long the video was going on for, and I didn't articulate myself appropriately, and I ended up, a lot of what I actually meant got lost in translation. So I will keep that video up. Just keep in mind that take it as an introduction. So if you haven't watched it, just skip it and be like, okay, so my plan is to make a series explaining the basics of every aspect of the game if it can help people. But yeah, anyway, so that's that. Moving on to this video, we're doing the water zone. It's the zone I haven't done. The reason I hadn't done it till now is because I've been trying to I've really been trying to cheese this damn 7th zone, and with my account as it is now, it's just I can't do it. So what I've done is I've put together a little fun team, and we're going to see if we can beat it this way. This is the team. So let me get in, let me explain the team. I have Priestess as a supplement for Haruhime. If you didn't know that, if you have her and you don't have Haruhime, she is a very good supplement. She does everything Haruhime does in terms of extending buffs, debuffs. She has a strength and magic buff on her SA, although it's 80% and not 100 like Haruhime. The only difference being is that she does not have a heal where Haruhime does. Although, given that, basically, she's not a healer. She is a support type unit, but she's not a healer. She can do damage. She does have a super modifier on her skill 3, which also extends buffs, so you can get a little bit more damage out of her than you would Haruhime. The only difference is just sacrificing that support style gameplay, like a substantial amount. Like you're losing 20% buff on the SA, and you're losing the actual heal. So this team is primarily relying on the defensive buffs from Fina and Argo, and then the counter heals from Priestess. On her, I have Demeter, who has a 15% magic resist reduction and a pretty decently high magic stat to go along with, because I want to abuse the fact that Priestess can do a bit of damage. Next to her, I have Fina. Fina's got Freya, because Freya's the only assist I have that actually gives a percentage buff to magic. Yeah, so there's that. Fina will be casting, Fina's spell 1 will be reducing damage. I can extend buffs if I want with skill 2, but it's an AoE skill, so we won't be doing that. And then it's basically just skill 1 and then skill 3 spamming for the rest of it. Line, increases SA gauge charge by 33%. I actually don't need Line for this team, because that's one thing that Haruhime doesn't have. Priestess can increase your SA gauge by 33% as well. So I can recast that for all 4 units, meaning I don't lose out on that 33% that you usually would on the final unit coming in last. So let me just put the revolving anklet on here. I should have really done this beforehand. No, we're not. No. Ignore the revolving amulets, whether they're physical or magical. I don't care. I'm lazy when it comes to that. So now, okay, so first sack unit rather than Line, because I don't need the SA gauge charge. I will be using Elise for the 30% crit and pen on her skill 2. I will on her I have Lily. Lily is here to not so much physical resist and magic resist, because I've got that covered, but thunder resist minus 10%. I do not have any other thunder assists, because if you've been following me for a while now, you know that I oversummoned for Sword Maiden, didn't get a single damn copy, and just put myself behind in terms of how much free-to-play Iris I could have gained before anniversary started. Anyway, so yeah, moving on to the full slot unit, I have Thunder Argonaut, who I don't think has his weapon. He does have his weapon. That's strange. It is the right one too. It's only level 85 because I don't have the well, I have the resources. I don't have the Varlis to upgrade it just yet. Argonaut is there for his skill 1 to increase resistances, skill 2 to lower their resistances, and then skill 3 is going to be what's spammed for the rest of the game. On him I have Ares. Ares lowers physical resistance by 15% and also lowers crit and pen rate of the enemy, which is going to be great for reducing damage. For second sack unit is Goblin Slayer for his skill 2, single target and AoE up 20%, sorry. On him I have the new Hestia to reduce strength and magic. I could go with a counter or a crit assist, but I feel like this team lacks a little bit of sturdiness, so I wanted to go with the safer option. And then finally I have the biggest waste of hero light I have on my account. I did it when I hadn't, so put it this way, I fully hero ascended this free-to-play unit only to then get Fina afterwards. And Fina removes strength and magic buffs, and that's the only reason I had Fencer, albeit Fencer has a fast modifier, but still I was not happy. I was not best pleased. What we are going to do, however, no, we're going to leave it as it is. But yeah, Fencer is here for the free-to-play aspect of just having an additional Thunder unit there who is a Thunder type going into Warzone. So let's just go into the run and hope for the best. Water battle should not be on. Nope. Some of the audio is way over the top. Okay, so turn 1, we are going to SA gauge charge. Damage reduction on everyone else. Nearly used the wrong skill on Elise there. Crit rate up. And it sucks that she goes after. Ooh, that was close. That was very close. Okay, so now we're going to do the skill 2 and straight to skill 3 with Fina. Skill 1 with, yeah, skill 1 because we want to lower its strength and magic by 35%. It also gives a regen. Now I don't have heals with Priestess, but she does have a regen, which is still pretty helpful. So we're going to go with this. Lowering strength and magic by 35% is still going to be pretty helpful. And then finally, we're just going to go to skill 3. No, we're pretty sure I can get away with doing this, and everything else should still stay in play. We're going to lose the crit and pen. Nope, so I need to extend buffs first, and then we'll get the SA on. No, we won't. It looks like it's not going to pan out for me anyway because I didn't plan I didn't plan everything ahead. So we're going to self buff with Fencer. We're going to go across skill 3s across the board, extend buffs and debuffs. Everything should work out for the best here. Herein lies the problem. I don't have anyone that removes strength. Do I have anyone that removes debuffs? That's the big question. And we're going to SA with Priestess, Ultra Thunder Magic Attack with temporary magic boost, Ultra Unguard rate and ally strength and magic plus 80% for 3 turns. It's not 4 turns, but it doesn't matter because we're going to come straight back. Going to extend that. I'm pretty sure all of these buffs are pretty okay for time. No, so we need to extend buffs next turn. Hopefully I can get the SA charge at some point on Fencer and BO. That'll be that. Fencer only has, okay. Also lowers strength and magic by 25%. See, man, like, she would have been such a great unit, but they really gave her nothing worth working with that isn't already replaceable by, you know, a lower level banner unit. What I did need to do, however, I'm a little bit concerned with the resistances on Fencer. I don't want her to die, so we're I know it's crazy, but we're going to basically waste a turn worth of buff. But she's free to play. I am worried about her getting, you know, 2 hit. Because she's a free to play unit, her stats are not going to match up in comparison to Fina and Argonaut anyway, even though they are a lower limit break level. Okay, right, we're good. Extend buffs. Now everything should just stay the same and we're good. I haven't decided who I'm going to SA with here, because the problem is I think everyone on this team has an AoE special attack, which means it's going to do less damage than if it were a single target attack. Now I could have brought Archer here. I do have Archer MLB Max Hero Ascended, and the damage would have been so much higher. But I wanted to try out a more realistic, closer to free to play type team if you were unlucky. I mean, even what I have here, I would consider pretty lucky in terms of what if I pulling it on one banner, because I did do this free to play. I didn't pay for any copies of the Fina and Argo. It was all out of free to play Iris. Sorry, I need to check these buffs. Can I do it yet? I can. Alright, I can do it. I can now. Yeah, here we go. Now we get the extra SA. We get the extra additional 33% SA gauge charge, so we should be okay. So far, everyone's holding up really well. The defensive buffs from Fina and Argo are amazing, which is why I was confident enough to use this team in the first place, because even non-MLB having 30% damage reduction and then physical magic resists, it's pretty sweet. So I think I will go with no. I want to give okay. I kind of want to do fences just once to give her the addition. Wait, no, wait. So, I don't know. This is so dumb that I'm actually considering it. Nah, I'm not. I can't do it. I can't do it. I don't want to do a joke run. I still want to complete it. So we're gonna do Fina and hope for the best. Like, we're on turn 7. I haven't checked how much health they have. I'm just hoping for the best. I don't even know if I'm going to S clear this. I'm just hoping that I can clear it. Obviously, I've already S cleared it. Sorry. It was itchy. I've already S cleared it. My score wasn't fantastic, but at this point, I don't care. Like, Thunder, I have a strong Thunder setup. I just don't have the best, you know. It's one of those situations where I'm just missing a little bit here and there to make it stronger. Did I not change the skill on? I did. Okay. Whew. I thought I was worried there. I was like, oh my god, did I not change the skill around? Okay, now we're gonna check the health. 4.9 million on turn 9. Let me just turn icons off a sec so I can get a look at that health. Yeah, this is pretty poor. Even by like current. No, I don't like this. I don't like this. Chances of S clearing this are getting slimmer and slimmer. Well, it's a given considering, you know, we're getting closer to turn 15. Hey, okay. Wait, I think I know what I'm missing. I think in my haste, I was stupid enough to miss out a damage multiplier like Maid Haruhime or Villager Eyes. I think I made a boo-boo. Priestess is seriously running low on mana as well. That's crazy. Okay. Keep calling it mana. It's another SA. Turn 11. We're just chopping it below turn 11. We're chopping it just below half HP. The damage has sort of picked up now, which is great. I'm starting to get concerned about Priestess's MP. We're getting there. We're getting there. Priestess's MP is a real issue, actually. She does have recovery. I am, however, how much does it cost? 122. That costs so much. Okay, I think maybe I'm gonna just go with a regen for now, because I think all of our buffs and debuffs are pretty sweet. 120. I hadn't even noticed, and I won't lie to you, I haven't really put any CP into Priestess ever, like, at all. Turn the icons off for a second. We're getting there. We're getting there. I don't know if we're gonna get there before turn 15, but we'll see. I'm pretty sure I can get away with not. Yeah, those debuffs are there for a while. Yeah, man, I mean, let's go with this one. So I'm still doing a little bit of it's going to be chip damage for the majority. And hope for the best, really. It's going to be a clear. I know I'm going to clear it. Like, looking at how it is, I'm going to clear it regardless. It's whether I can get away with. I don't think I'm going to get S clear it. Let's be realistic. I don't think that at all. I may be wrong, maybe I'll get lucky and I'll do some decent counters, but I don't see that happening. But this was definitely, I mean, I don't even know what to say about this team, really. It's like, I just grabbed a Thunder team that is not completely fully MLB, and this, how much health? 1.2 million, so we're probably going to be a couple turns off of S clearing, yeah, which is fine. Let's just check the buffs now. Check the wrong unit. I need to check that crit. It'll be the. Okay, yeah. So I can probably go 2 more turns without. So I can I just want to go a couple more turns so I can regen a bit more MP with Priestess, and hopefully then I can just restack the buffs, which will be fine. So it is going to clear. It's amazing that without having an actual healer, I'm still managing. The health is just fine. I think the defensive buffs on Fina and Argo are just so great. Like, I can now actually, let's just do it this time and get a little bit of better damage off from Priestess. I know that English was terrible, but you know, it's starting to slow down. I've taken a couple of turns to regen some MP. Hopefully this pulls us closer to doing it. I don't think it's unreasonable to expect, you know, free-to-play players to have like at least one MLB adventurer. I mean, the assists in this you don't necessarily need to have completely MLB anyway. Am I going to be pushing my luck by? Definitely not. We can do this. This is it. It's over this turn. Turn 17. Excuse me. So turn 17. If you have a replacement for Fencer, easy S clear. 8.6 million is still an S clear. A much more free-to-play friendly team. I would say so anyway. Like the assists I took that were MLB, you didn't need to have MLB. I didn't mention that I did take stun anklets on pretty much everyone. If you have 100% ailment resist assists like I do, you can opt out for the element coat instead of the stun anklet. Revolving amulets or anklets, whatever they're called, I had 2 of them, of course, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this made it easier for you to beat the Thunder Zone. If you did enjoy it, make sure to drop a like, subscribe if you're not. Social media links in the description, and as always guys, I love you and I'll catch you later.